Take the chair out. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschata Dishatarine. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nittai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Jayong Vishnupad Paramhansha Paribrajacacharya Ashtuttar Shatu Shri Srimad Abhay Charanarvindu Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Shila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Shri Mathura Dham ki jai. Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. Shri Mayapur Navadvip Dham ki jai. Ganga Mai ki jai. Jamuna Mai ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Tulasi Maharani ki jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day celebration ki jai. Shri Shri Gaur Purnima Maha Mahotsav ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gaurango. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschatta Deshatarine. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha. Hare Krishna. Today is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day. Therefore, we are going to discuss about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance and his various pastimes. So, I'll briefly discuss about first the purpose of Mahaprabhu's appearance, and then we'll go to the pastimes. In many other occasions, I have discussed about the purpose of Mahaprabhu's appearance. There are two reasons for for Krishna's appearance as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One is the external reason, and the other is the internal reason. Antaranga Karan and Bahiranga Karan. The external reason for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance has been described in Chaitanya Charitamrita by one verse which was taken from Srila Sarup Damodar Goswami's diary. Sarup Damodar Goswami is one of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's most intimate associates, and he used to maintain a diary called Karcha, Sarup Damodarir Karcha. Karcha means specific notes, or you can say diary. In that he mentioned Anarpita Charing Chirat Korunaya Botirna Kalu Shamorpoitu Munnato Jala Rasang Sabhakti Shriyam Hari Purata Sundara Duti Kadamba Sandipita Sada Hridaya Kandare Sfuratu Ba Sachinandana. Anarpita Charing Chirat, that has never been given before. Never in the sense for a long time. Although here the expression indicates Chirat, for a long time. And that long time is 1000 Chaturjugas. Actually 2000 Chaturjugas. 1000 Chaturjuga, Satyuga, Tretajuga, Daparjuga, Kalijuga, multiplied by 1000. That is a day of Brahma. And similar length is the night of Brahma. So 1000 Chaturjuga is a day, 1000 Chaturjuga is Brahma's night. So before that it was given, meaning the day before, in Brahma's day, it was given. Now, Krishna comes only once in a day of Brahma. And appearing here, Krishna reveals his Braja Leela. In Vrindavan pastime, Krishna's Vrindavan pastimes is different from his activities in Vaikuntha. The difference is that in Vaikuntha, everyone treats Narayan as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in awe and reverence. That is in the mellow of servitorship. So in mellow of servitorship, as his servant, they serve naturally, they serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the Supreme Lord and Master. But in Vrindavan, they don't serve him in awe and reverence. They serve him there in intimate love. That intimate love is like the loving relationship between friends. In Vrindavan, the cowherd boys treat Krishna as their friend. They don't have any consideration that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Or rather, their attitude is that Tumi kon boro lok, ami tumi shomo. What great personality you are. You and I are equal. And rather they treat him like sometimes Madhu Mangal, who is a Brahmana, the son of Sandipani Muni. Madhu Mangal tells Krishna, Krishna, you see, you are a Vaishya and I am a Brahmana. Sometimes they say that you are the son of a Kshatriya. Fine. Even then, I am superior to you. So you should offer some respect to me. Then Krishna would respond saying that you see, birth is not important. One's activity is important. One may be born in an exalted family, but if his activities are not exalted, then he should not be worshipped. On the other hand, if somebody is born in a low-class family, and if his activities are illustrious, then he should be worshipped. Then Madhu Mangal challenges, what's so great about your activities? Then Krishna would say, look, when I was 7 days old, I killed Putana. I killed so many demons one after another. Trinavarta, Aghasur, Bakasur. Then when I was 7 years old, I lifted Govardhan. I subdued Kaliya, the terrible serpent, who poisoned the entire river of Jamuna. So Madhu Mangal says, see, there should be a limit of one's conceitedness. There should be a limit of one's pride. You are so puffed up, Krishna. All the time you are taking credit for everything. When you are 7 days old, you killed Putana. Everybody knows that the demigods take care of the children and old people. So when Putana came, the demigods killed her. And you want to take the credit for that. You lifted Govardhan. Everyone saw how Govardhan was shaking on your head. So they propped it up. They gave the support and you don't want to give them any credit. You want to take the credit all for yourself. And about Kaliya, everybody saw that you are dead in Kaliya's coil. He seeing you in that condition, the residents of Vrindavan were so afflicted that they were just going to do something terrible. Like Nanda Maharaj was about to jump into the river to rescue you. All the other and the gopis were crying. Your mother fainted, seeing you in that condition. So seeing that condition of different people, I took pity. And I started to chant the Sarpa Nidhan mantra. The mantra that would kill the snake. And it is because of my chanting the mantra, Kaliya became afraid and let you go. And then you jumped up on Kaliya's head and started to dance as if you subdued Kaliya. Krishna said, oh, I didn't know all that. So please accept my humble obeisances. Namo Brahmana Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. So this is how Krishna would perform his pastimes with the cowherd boys in Vrindavan. Then the parents of Krishna in Vrindavan treat Krishna as their little child. Mother Jashoda will chase Krishna with a stick in her hand because Krishna has been naughty. Nanda Maharaj would tell Krishna, Krishna, can you please bring my shoes? And Krishna will take his shoes and put on his head and carry it. And the gopis would treat him like a boyfriend. And when they would get angry with Krishna because he didn't come to meet them in time, they would chastise him, telling, "Get out of here, I don't want to see your face." So that is how the residents of Vrindavan treat Krishna. They don't treat him like the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Their attitude is, you may be the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so what? What really matters is that we love you. That's all that matters to us. We can't help but love you. So this is the attitude of the residents of Vrindavan. So see the difference between Vaikuntha and Vrindavan. So this is the reason why Krishna came, because Krishna wanted to remind us, let everyone know about the unique aspect of Vrindavan, unique aspects of Krishna's Braja Leela. Jatheshto bihori Krishna kore antardhan, antardhan kori mone kore anuman. চিরকাল নাহি করি প্রেম ভক্তি দান, ভক্তি বিনা জগতের নাহি অবস্থান। সকল জগতে মোরে করে বিধি ভক্তি, বিধি ভক্তি ব্রজ প্রেম পাইতে নারে শক্তি। After performing his pastimes, Krishna considered that now I have revealed my Braja Leela, which is based on intense love. And how will anyone ever understand, or how will anyone ever have entrance to Vrindavan? So because Shakul Jagote More Kore Bidhi Bhakti, the whole world worships me with Vaidhi Bhakti. And with Vaidhi Bhakti one cannot get Braja Prem. Sharup Samippo Shalokko আর Shashti, Choturvidho Mukti Paiya, getting four kinds of liberation like Sharuppo, Samippo, Shalokko and Shashti, they go to Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha যায় চতুর্বিধ মুক্তি পাইয়া. So that is why Krishna came as a devotee. Now whole world worships me, Krishna considered. Everybody worships Krishna following Vaidhi Bhakti. And everybody should worship the Lord following Vaidhi Bhakti. Shruti, Smriti, Puranadi, Pancharatra Vidhing Bina, Oikantiki Harer Bhaktir Utpatoiva Kalpate. If one renders devotional service, no matter how sincere it is, it simply creates disturbance. Utpataiva kalpate. So the Lord must be worshipped following Vaidhi Bhakti. But following Vaidhi Bhakti, they'll go to Vaikuntha. Then, how will one get to Vrindavan? Therefore, Krishna decided to come as a devotee, assuming the mood of Srimati Radharani. Radharani's mood is the mood of devotion. So, Krishna came assuming Radharani's mood as a devotee, and that is Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the external reason. And the internal reason is Krishna considered Sri Radhaya Pranayo Mohima Kidrisha. What is the glory of Radharani's love for me? Like, how deep is Radharani's love for me? On Pranaya, Radhaya Pranaya Mohima Kidrisha. Banoi Bashadya Jenadbhuta Madhurima Kidrisho Ba Modiyo. Madhurima, sweetness. What kind of sweetness is there in me that Srimati Radharani becomes attracted to me? And Banai Bashadda Jenadbhuta Madhurima Kidrishoba Modiyo. What kind of joy Srimati Radharani experiences by loving me. Krishna Beti Lobhad. Krishna became greedy. Krishna became intensely desirous to understand these three things. The depth of Radharani's love, sweetness in him that attracts Srimati Radharani, and loving him, what kind of joy Radharani experiences. In order to understand these three things, Tad bhavadda samajani sachigarbha sindho harindu. Just as the moon appeared from the milk ocean, Krishna as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared from the womb of Mother Sachi. So this is the internal reason for Krishna's appearance as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And on this particular day, the full moon day of the month of Falgun, Krishna appeared as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Navadvip. The purpose of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was to distribute Krishna Prem. Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurattishe Namaha. In order to distribute Krishna Prema Pradayate. Therefore, he actually made all the arrangements that everybody chants the holy name. His purpose of coming is to make everyone chant the holy name and get Krishna Prema. So that's why he appeared on this inauspicious time of the lunar eclipse. Mahajane bole grohonero chole sange harinam o kirtan. On the pretext of grohan, the eclipse, he made everyone chant the holy name at the time of his appearance. Like at the inauspicious time, what do people do? They chant the holy name. They remember the Lord. So at the time of eclipse, everyone was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And at that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. Now see, when he appeared, he made everyone chant the holy name. As a little child, he would cry. He would cry terribly. Nothing could stop him. Nothing could stop him. The only thing that could stop him from crying is chanting of the holy name. Accidentally they found out. He was crying and the crying won't stop, Then someone cried out the name of the Lord. Oh Hari, what's happening? This child won't stop. And the moment he heard Hari, stopped. And then again he started crying. So the lady started to say, Hari Bol, Gaur, Hari. And he stopped. And not only stopped, he started to laugh. He started to smile. He was crying, and as soon as he heard the holy name, he started to smile. So in this way, as a little child, little baby, he made everyone chant the holy name. So he was, in this way, he was, even as a child, he was making everyone chant the holy name of the Lord. As a little boy, he started to crawl on the ground. The children, they first crawl. No, they first shankraman. They turn to their side. That's the first thing they do. The children, babies. Then Janu Sankraman. They walk on their knees, hands and knees. In Bengali they call it Hamaguri. What do they call, how do you call it in Hindi? Okay. You don't say Hamaguri. Okay. Crawling. And then he started to walk in baby feet. When he was a little child, one day he was on the courtyard. In the villages, they didn't have multi-storied buildings. In the villages, it's just one-story building. And there would be many rooms. Just one room is one unit. So, and there'd be 3-4 rooms around, and in the middle there would be open area. And that's called courtyard. So, there, one day, baby Nimai was playing, and when Sachimata came out of the room, she saw that there was a huge snake. And he is touching the snake. And the snake also is embracing him in his coil. And baby Nimai was lying on the coil of the snake, on the bed of the snake. Can you imagine the mother's condition, seeing the baby in that condition? She screamed, and everybody came out running, and they didn't know what to do. They saw that the snake is, the Nimai and the snake, because they were afraid if they do anything, probably the snake would bite. They didn't know what to do. So they just, out of fear, they just call out, shout out, Garuda, Garuda. And then the snake saw that everyone was afraid, so he gradually left. Do you know who that snake was? That was Shankarshan, Anantashesh, Nityananda Ram, Balaram. He came as a snake to play with baby Nimai. Nimai now is little grown up. He moves around, but still little boy. So one day, a Brahmana, very exalted looking Brahmana, Toitik Brahmana, who travels from holy place to holy place, place of pilgrimage to another place of pilgrimage. So, that Brahmana, Jagannath Mishra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's father, saw the Brahmana, and he invited him to his house, because it is the natural custom that one would invite a Brahmana to his house. And often these Brahmanas, although Jagannath Mishra is an exalted Brahmana, but they would not eat his cooking. The Brahmana would cook himself and offer to his Bal Gopal and take his prasad. So Jagannath Mishra made all the arrangements for the Brahmana to cook. And then after cooking various items, the Brahmana, with closed eyes, is offering it to Bal Gopal. But as soon as he opened his eyes, he saw little Nimai is eating the food that he was offering. So Brahmana cried out, "Oh, he spoilt my offering. This little child spoilt my offering." Then Jagannath Mishra came running and he found out what happened, and he was very angry. Like he was about to beat Nimai. You are naughty, fine, but this kind of naughtiness cannot be tolerated. And there is a limit to one's naughtiness. And the Brahmana said, "Please don't beat him, because he's a little child. What does he know?" So, after all, if you beat him, if you hit him, he will simply feel upset. So, and then Jagannath Mishra told that please cook again, please cook again. He said, "Look, I often fast. I'm traveling like this sometimes. Sometimes some food comes, sometimes some food doesn't come. So today, I am used to fasting. Maybe you can give me some fruits." But Jagannath Mishra said, "No, please, you have come as a guest in my house. It will be inauspicious for me if you fast in my house. So please eat make some prasad, make some offering." So being pleaded, being requested by Jagannath Mishra in this way, the Brahmana cooked again. And he is offering now. Again he is offering. But this time again the boy came. And Jagannath Mishra came running when the Brahmana cried out, "The child has spoiled my food again." So Brahmana said, "See, I told you that today is not meant for me to eat. Lord doesn't want me to eat." So, although Jagannath Mishra was requesting him, Nimai would not, the Brahmana would not listen to him. He said, "Okay, I'll fast. The Lord doesn't want me to eat today." At that time, Vishwarup, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's elder brother, came there. And Brahmana was struck with wonder seeing the beauty of this boy, young boy. Effulgent, so handsome, and as if brilliant light is coming out from his body. And so Vishwarup requested, "Please cook again." So being requested by Vishwarup in this way, although the Brahman was reluctant to cook, he cooked. And Jagannath Mishra didn't want to take any chance this time. He took Nimai to Nimai's uncle's house, nearby Chandrasekhar Acharya's house, and Jagannath Mishra kept the boy inside, surrounded by the ladies, and he locked the door from outside. And he was sitting outside the door with a stick in his hand. Just as Bhakti Prem Maharaj is sitting with a stick. So and the ladies started to chant, ladies started to tease Nimai. "Nimai, you don't know what kind of Brahmana he is. Even among Brahmanas there are class, high class Brahman, low class Brahman. And a high class Brahman won't eat the cooking of a low class Brahman." So ladies were saying, who knows what class of Brahmana he is from, and you ate his cooking, you have lost your jat, you have lost your caste. Because if a high-class Brahman eats from the house of a low-class Brahmana, he loses his high caste situation. So they are teasing like that. But Nimai said, if a gwala, if a cowherd boy eats the cooking of a Brahmana, does he lose his caste? Nobody could understand why he was talking like that. It was quite late at night, almost midnight. This time Brahmana cooked and making his offering. And again, as he opened his eyes, he saw this child is eating. And he was about to scream that he spoiled the food again. So this little boy, baby Nimai, told him, "What kind of a person you are? You're inviting me to come and eat, and when I eat, then you say you spoiled my food, he spoiled my food, he spoiled my offering." And then the Brahmana saw Nimai as Bal Gopal, his worshipable Lord. He was a worshipper of Bal Gopal. So this is how baby Nimai performed his pastimes, and he told the Brahmana not to tell anybody about his identity. And since that time, that Brahmana who is to travel from place of pilgrimage to place of pilgrimage, he stopped traveling and he settled down in Navadvip. And every day he would come and see Nimai in the morning. Every day. And people used to think that, oh, this person developed a lot of attachment to this little boy, that's why he is coming. But no one could understand that this Nimai is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and that's why the Brahmana is coming to see him every day. Nimai, as I mentioned, was very naughty when he was a little child. What he would do, he already used to go to the school, and the schools used to be called Tol or Pathshala. Pathshala, the house of study. And they didn't have the class with 30-40 students. The teacher used to have just a handful of students, and the teacher used to teach. And so Nimai was studying in the school. At that time, he used to go with his friends to Ganga at noon time. And when people used to take their bath. And in Ganga, there used to be one ghat for ladies, one ghat for male. Because those days there was no tap water. Everybody used to go to the river to take bath. So there was one ghat assigned for the ladies, assigned for the men. So what would Nimai do? He would change the clothes. Take the ladies' clothes to the men's side and men's clothes to the ladies' side. And the men would come out after taking bath and they would see that it's all ladies' clothes there. Their clothes are missing, and the ladies would come out and they would find that it's all men's clothes, and they didn't know what to do. Everyone was confused. And not only that, Nimai would go, somebody would be chanting Gayatri standing in the river, and Nimai would take water from his mouth and spit it on him and say, Who are you meditating on? See, the personality that you're meditating is standing in front of you. So people used to think that it's just his naughty behavior. And sometimes when somebody is chanting, meditating on impersonal Brahma Jyoti, he would grab him by his leg and drag him into the water. And he would be afraid, thinking that a crocodile has caught him and taking him underwater. So in this way, Nimai would perform his naughty activities as a child. Not only that, the young girls used to worship Lord Shiva on the bank of the Ganges. Why the young girls? Young means 10, 11 year old, maybe 9, 10 year old girls. They were worshipping Lord Shiva. Why? To get a good husband. Or Parvati, just as the gopis worshipped Caitanya. So, to get a good husband. So, they would offer fruits and flowers. So, Nimai would go there and say that, you know, Ganga and Parvati are my maidservant. And all the demigods, even Lord Shiva, is my servant. So worship me. And they would say, Nimai, what are you doing? You're spoiling our worship. He said, look, I'm telling you, your actual worshipable personality is right in front of you. Anyway, I know why you're worshipping. If you worship me, if you offer these fruits and flowers to me, then I will bless you that you'll have a very handsome young husband. And each of you will have 7 children. And your husband will be not only very handsome, he'll be very learned, he'll be very wealthy. And some girls would run away. He said, look, if you don't offer me, then you will get married to an old husband and you will have 4 co-wives each. So all of them then would come and offer their offerings to Nimai. But after that they would go and complain to Sachi Mata that look, Nimai is doing this to us. And also the men went and reported to Jagannath Mishra that look, this is what your son is doing. Then Jagannath Mishra would be very angry, and with a stick in his hand, now he is coming to the bank of the Ganges. And those girls who complained, they will tell Nimai, look, your father is coming. Run away from here. He is coming with a stick to beat you up. So then Jagannath Mishra on his way, he would see Nimai as if he is coming from the school, coming from his Pathshala. You know, there is his hair is dry, there is dust in his body, there is mark of inks in his hand. And Jagannath Mishra would chastise him. Why you had been doing all this nonsense? People are coming to complain to me. I'll beat you up. Nimai said, what happened? And he would say, you have done this, you have done that, they have complained to me. He said, I don't know why they are so envious about me. You can see I'm coming straight from school. I don't know why they're telling all these lies about me to you. And Jagannath Mishra is completely baffled. He didn't know what to do. So this is how Nimai was performing his childhood pastimes. One day, Nimai met one girl. Her name is Lakshmi Priya. As soon as he saw her, he was struck with her beauty. And that girl also was completely enchanted by seeing him. Both of them saw each other for the first time. And at that time, Nimai recited a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, describing how the gopis, after worshipping Caitanya Devi, wanted Krishna as their husband. So eventually, this Lakshmi Priya got married to Nimai Pandit. Nimai Pandit was very scholarly, very learned scholar. He would just hear one thing and he would remember. And the elderly people of Navadvip, and Nimai was very fond of argument, debate. He would challenge everybody. And he was so bright in his arguments that he could, with his words, jugglery, he could make the day into night and night into day. And then he would establish, no, the day is day and night is night. And that is called Nair Faki. The loopholes of Naya, you can say. Anyway, so one day, Srivas Thakur, Nimai saw that Srivas Pandit, his father's, Srivas Pandit was like of the same age as his father, elderly. So Srivas Pandit, seeing Nimai, he is changing his course and going in another direction, as if he is avoiding Nimai. So Nimai approached him and said, why are you avoiding me? Seeing me, you are going away. You are coming this way, and seeing me, you changed your course. Then Srivas Thakur said, Nimai, why do you waste your time in this kind of useless arguments and debate? And he said one verse which is very important. Sheishe biddar phal janiho nishchoy Krishna pado padme jano chitto vritti roy. Remember that the purpose of education is to be attached to the lotus feet of Krishna. So all the students, or not only students, everybody is a student. Remember that. Now, what is the purpose of education? To develop attachment to Krishna's lotus feet. Or the purpose of education to become a big person and make a lot of money. How much of you want to make a lot of money after completing your studies and become a big man? You want to? You've completed your studies long back and you are already making money. Now the question is, okay, if you make money, then give it to Krishna. Good. And I'm sure you are doing that. So, yeah, the goal of education is to develop our attachment to Krishna. Yes, you can make money, that is all right, but that is a secondary consideration. Because can money give you happiness? Real happiness? How many of you think that money can buy happiness? No one. I am in a real wise assembly. How many of you think think that money can save you from the cycle of birth and death? But how many of you think that Krishna consciousness can save you from the cycle of birth and death? I am in a real wise assembly. Yes, Krishna consciousness is the ultimate goal of life. It solves all the problems. So, one day, a big scholar came to Navadvip. His name is Digvijayi Pandit, Keshav Kashmiri, Keshav. Keshav was his name, and he was from Kashmir. Kashmir was the place for the Brahmanas those days. And the exalted Brahmanas used to live in Kashmir. And this Keshav was from Kashmir. And from Kashmir, he traveled all over India and defeated all the scholars. He's such a scholarly person. And the last place to worship, last place to conquer is Navadvip. He defeated all the scholars of India. And when the scholars of Navadvip, the Brahmanas of Navadvip got to know that Keshav Kashmiri is coming, they ran away from their house because they were afraid of being challenged by him and defeated by him. And those who remained there, they were not coming out of their house. So Keshav Kashmiri came and he thought he will challenge different scholars there and defeat, and then he will have the title of Sarvabhauma Pandit. The scholar who has conquered, who is the monarch, Sarvabhauma, he is the monarch of the entire land, entire planet in scholarship. So he came to Navadvip and he was waiting for the others to come and accept his challenge. No one came. So one day he was walking on the bank of the Ganges one afternoon, and he saw Nimai, a bright looking young boy. He is teaching to a group of students. Nimai already started to teach. At that time he was already married to Lakshmi Priya, and he was his occupation as a Brahmana is to teach. Pathan. Brahmana's occupation is to study and to teach. So he was teaching to a group of group of boys, and Keshav Kashmiri came there. He already heard about Nimai Pandit, but he thought, just a young 16-year-old boy, what am I going to do with him? And if I defeat a 16-year-old boy, I mean, what's the big deal about it? So he was waiting for big elderly scholars to defeat. So he saw him and he asked, he was impressed by seeing his beautiful features, effulgent features. So he asked, who are you? He said, my name is Nimai, the son of Jagannath Mishra. He said, oh, you are the Nimai Pandit that I heard about. He said, yeah, affectionately people call me Pandit. But you can see I am just a young boy. So Keshav Kashmiri said, very good, I can see that you are quite humble, good quality. And then he said, okay, let's have some discussion. Let's see what is your knowledge, because I heard that you are very scholarly. You can defeat anybody. So let's have a exchange. Nimai said, look, I am so fortunate that I have come across a great personality like you. So let me take advantage of your association. Let me take advantage of my meeting with you. So Keshav Kashmiri very arrogantly asked, so what do you want to hear from me? So Nimai said, this Mother Ganga is flowing here. So can you please describe some glory of Mother Ganga? So Keshav Kashmiri right there started to recite one after another verse, composing. He was such a great scholar, such a great poet, that right there he composed 100 verses reciting the glories of Ganga. So then after that he asked Nimai, so how did you like it? Nimai said, nice, very nice, excepting a few mistakes here and there. So he said, mistake? In my composition there is no mistake. And who are you to find mistakes in my composition? What do you understand of alankar? That is the ornaments of poetry and composition of poetry. Yes, simply you teach grammar. What do you understand of alankar? Nimai said, well, I live in an area where there are many pandits, and when they discuss I get to know something. So that's how I learned something about alankar and other aspects of poetry. So Keshav Kashmiri first chastised him, and then he asked, what is the mistake? So Nimai said that he quoted one verse from this 100 verses that Keshav Kashmiri recited. And he said, in this verse, there are 4 qualities and 4 defects. So he first described the qualities, and then he described the defects. I was trying to, anyway, like that verse, let me see if I can remember. It says, Mahattam Gangayam Shatatam Idam Abhati Nitaran. And in that, he pointed out 4 defects. You have that verse? Mahattam Gangayam Shatatamidam Abhati Nitaram. Huh? 16? Okay. Adilila. Okay. So 16th chapter is not there. Give me the. Yeah. Mahattam Gangaya Shatatamidama Bhati Nitaram Jadesha Sri Vishnu's Charana Kamalotpatti Subhaga Ditya Sri Lakshmir Eva Sura Narair Archa Charana Bhavani Bharturja Sirasi Vibhavati Adbhuta Guna. So in this verse, Okay, I'll just read the translation, that after that what? So then, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him to explain the meaning of this verse, the champion, very much astonished, inquired from him as follows. He asked, I recited all these verses like the blowing of wind. How could you completely learn by heart even one among those verses? So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, by the grace of the Lord, someone may become a great poet. And similarly, by his grace, someone else may become a great Shrutidhar who can memorize anything immediately. The Bengali one goes like, প্রভু কহে দেবের বরে তুমি কবি বর ওইছে দেবের বরে কেহ হয় শ্রুতিধর. Just by the mercy, you have become a great poet. Similarly, by his mercy, someone can become a Shrutidhar, or one who can remember everything, just by hearing once. So in this way, their thing started. Satisfied by the statement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Brahmana Keshav Kashmiri explained the quoted verse. Then the Lord said, kindly explain the special qualities and faults in the verse. So the Brahmana replied, there is no tinge of fault in that verse. Rather, it has the good qualities of similes and alliteration. The Lord said, my dear sir, I may say something to you if you will not become angry. Can you explain the faults in this verse? There is no doubt that your poetry is full of ingenuity, and certainly it has satisfied the Supreme Lord. Yet, if we scrutinizingly consider it, we can find both good qualities and faults. The Lord concluded, now, therefore, let us carefully scrutinize this verse. The poet replied, yes, the verse you have recited is perfectly correct. You are an ordinary student of grammar. What do you know about literary embellishment? You cannot review the poetry because you do not know anything about it. Taking a humble position, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, because I am not on your level, I have asked you to teach me by explaining the faults and good qualities in your poetry. Certainly, I have not studied the art of literary embellishments, but I have heard about it from higher circles, and thus I can review this verse and find in it many faults and many good qualities. The poet said, all right, let me see what good qualities and faults you have found. The Lord replied, let me speak and please hear me without becoming angry. My dear sir, in this verse there are 5 faults and 5 literary ornaments. Yeah, there are 5 actually, I said 4. I shall state them one after another. Kindly hear me and then give your judgment. So, in this verse, the faults of Abhimrishya Vidyangsha occur twice, and the fault of Viruddhamati, Bhagnakram and Punaratta occur once each. The glorification of Ganga, Mahattam Gangaya, is the principal unknown subject matter in this verse, and the known subject matter is indicated by the word idam, which has been placed before the unknown. So, the known aspect should be placed first and unknown aspect after. But he is saying that here you have placed the unknown aspect first and known aspect later, therefore it is a mistake. So in this way, he pointed out, anyway, So I'll just briefly go to the very interesting point that's understandable by all. That is, in there, he described Ganga is coming from the head of Lord Shiva. That everybody knows. And he described Lord Shiva as Bhavani Bharta. Bhavani Bharta. The word Bharta means husband. And the word Bhavani, means the husband of Bhava. The Bhavani means the wife of Bhava, Lord Shiva. So Bhavani Bharta means the husband of the husband of the wife of Lord Shiva. Right? Bhavani means the wife of Lord Shiva and Bharta means husband. So, in simple words, it means the husband of the wife of Lord Shiva. As if the Lord Shiva's wife has some other husband. So, in this way, he pointed out various mistakes, and this is how Keshav Kashmiri, who conquered all the scholars of India, was defeated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So by defeating Keshav Kashmiri at this young age, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became established as the greatest scholar of India of all time. Thank you very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Gaur. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Gaur Purnima Mahotsav ki, Gaur Premanande.
Shri Srimad Bhakti Swami Guru Maharaj ki. So we'll hear again at 5 p.m. from Guru Maharaj. Hari.